Welcome back. This is Dan Havey with CF Ninja Hacks, and you might notice I look a little bit different than I do in the rest of the videos, and that's because it is now October of 2020, so it's a year or so since I recorded all the rest of that content, and we're in the heart of the great COVID wards, and so I'm wearing my COVID beard right now. But I never really felt right when I got done with all this training. I never really felt that I always felt like I was missing something, I guess is the best way to say it. And it wasn't until just recently that I saw a presentation by Russell Brunson, and I was just like, oh, that's it. That's the one thing that I'm missing in this training. And it's something really quite simple, and you're going to see some things on the screen here you definitely recognize from other webinars, from Stacks, from, as I say here on the left-hand side, from the Perfect Webinar. And it's also things you've seen inside of the OFA training where you write down all of the potential things, all the potential products you could put into your offer. But what I really was missing was this concept right here. Now, later on in the training, we're going to talk about lead funnels, bridge funnels, affiliate funnels, that kind of stuff over here. But the next level up from that, even though normally you'll go from the lead funnel where you capture a lead and then you put them into what they are now calling an unboxing funnel. But what they did is basically the concept of this. You've all seen the stack before, seen this a million times on all of Russell's products. And so you got, okay, so you're going to get 6 months of ClickFunnels, you're going to get 6 weeks of training, and this and this and this. And so you have all of these products in there on your stack, and they're like this. Well, what they refer to now as an unboxing funnel is you're going to take that from being the stack inside of the Perfect Webinar, and you're going to turn it like this. Now, that's necessarily everything is going to go from number 1 to number 5, but you take what you have in your stack that you would do in your webinar, and you just turn it sideways like this, so that the first one is going to be what they're going to get on the opt-in, and then it's going to be what they're going to get on the order form and the bump and the OTO. And so that's what this picture represents right here. You're going to take what is in the stack, and you're just going to drip it out to them page upon page upon page. Instead of giving it to them all at one price, you're going to basically break it up into smaller prices, and they're going to be able to pick and choose and buy which one they want along the way. And that's really what builds out a funnel versus something that would be a stack inside of a webinar. So let's get these out of the way for right now, and let's take a look at what I have on my screen here. So again, we're going back to the whole idea of the Perfect Webinar where you would have your offer stack. And in the Perfect Webinar, you start off with who are you, your origin story, your epiphany bridge, all that kind of stuff. But then you get into your 3 secrets. And again, it's always based on a vehicle-based, an internal-based, and an external-based objection. And so vehicle-based, in our case here, we're going to do this for a restaurant. So the vehicle-based would be, well, I don't know where the restaurant is. I don't know if I'm going to like their food, or I don't like pizza. So it's all things about the product itself, the store itself, the restaurant itself. Internal based would be, I could just be like, I don't like pizza, because that's an internal thing. That's a me kind of thing. I'm afraid of people. I don't want to go out in public, whatever internal based things you might have for somebody not wanting to go to a restaurant. And then of course, external based is, I don't have any money. I don't have any friends to go with me. I don't know where the restaurant is. So there's some overlap on what these things are. So you got your 3 different, you got your V, I, and E right there. And this is something, again, from Steve Larson. He came up with this term, Xavier. And what it is what you really want to sell is your X. Your A is what they want to buy. Then you got your V, I, and E, and then you got your reasons to act now. Now, whenever you're doing an offer stack, whenever you're selling this live as a webinar, you have to come in here, and for every single one of these items that you're going to have, whether it's in the stack format or if you turn it sideways, every one of them you have to have your hook, your story, and your offer. And you're going to see that a lot going forward in our training, whether we're talking about just standard lead lead pages where the hook, the story, and the offer might all be in like 3 lines on the page, or something more elaborate where maybe an entire sales letter where you got the hook, the story, and the offer. But so part of the story always has to be FBM, which is feature, benefit, and meaning. So here is this feature about your vehicle. Here is something concrete that we can say about this restaurant that we're going to put people into. Here is something we can say about this pizza. Well, what's the benefit of that? So here's a feature. It has a benefit, which is this is the best tasting pizza in the world, which means so that, whatever you want to put in there as a connector, so that something good is going to happen. So this is the best pizza in the world, so that you're going to want to come back time and time again and bring all your friends and your family with you. And then at the very end of our Xavier, we have our reason to act now. So again, what we're looking at there is we're going to give them a coupon, and then on the next page, we're going to say, okay, if you take this coupon right now, we're also going to add in X, Y, and Z. You always want to enhance it. You want to give them some scarcity, but you also want to be taking something away. You have to say, if you don't take this right now, you're going to lose out on this opportunity. You're not going to be able to get that 50% off. So that is our reason to act now. So what we did, and you saw this with Russell, is you just come in here and you start writing out all the things that you could potentially put into this product, while also thinking about how does that satisfy vehicle internal or external. How can these things here get rid of these objections? And so you just lay them out line after line after line. And if you really look at it, you've seen this picture already. You'll see it more. That's really what I did here. So I kind of broke it down and into what was going to be my opt-in, my order, and my OTO, but you don't even have to go that far at this point. But I list off here item after item after item after item of all the different things that they could potentially get that I'm going to put into my offer. And so you lay all that out right here, but then you have to start looking at this. Okay, what is it that they really want, or what that I really want to sell? So you just kind of come here, and I'll see if I can do a little drawing on the screen here. So we're just going to say here for X that we're just going to come up here and we're going to connect it to that one right there. And then you would come in and you would say, okay, what do they really want to buy? And we'll say, okay, well, we'll connect that to this one right here. And you just go down the line and you say, okay, which ones of these? And there can be some overlap, and there could be some here. Maybe there's 3 different things that would go into your vehicle-based objection, and you just lay them all out by connecting those lines together. But then you also can look at it from this standpoint. Okay, so we got X here. Where does that line up on our stack? If we were to create this as a stack, because you might be in a situation where you already had a stack and you're going to break it out into how you're going to put it into your funnel. But then eventually what you're going to do is you're going to come along over here and you're going to take all these items. So we got the ones up here that we have our X on, we have our A, we have our VIE, and we're going to take all those and we're going to put them over here and line them up. So we're going to have XAV, IE, and then again the R that's a built-in thing where you're saying basically, again, mostly scarcity, mostly if you don't get this right now, you're going to lose out on the 50% off, you're going to lose out on the 3 extra meals, you're going to lose out on whatever it is. And then we're going to line these up with what we have here. Now, we already said in the training video before this that what we want them to buy is always going to be, which is right here, what we want them to buy, or what we really want to sell, however you want to say that, is we're going to want to associate that always with the last item in our funnel. So this is going to be our continuity. This is going to be our high ticket product. This might be a coaching program, might be a paid membership. It might be something like that. Or in the case of our restaurant that we're going to build here, it's going to be a continuity program where they're going to pay $37, $47, $57 a month, whatever it is, in order to get special access, get special meals, get special menus, things like that. Because as we're going to talk about a lot, is a business is not a business until you have that continuity, until you know that you got $5, $10, $15, $20,000 coming in on the first of the month, every month, that you're going to have the lights on, you're going to be able to pay your employees, you're going to be able to buy your product, you're going to be able to cover your monthly nut no matter what. And so then as we go along, probably most likely what we're going to have here is our A, which is, again, the thing that they want to buy, or the thing that they want. We're going to probably go up here and put that in here. And again, you see here, these could be anything. We're going to go through all of this in there. So this could be called an opt-in page, a lead page, a squeeze page, a tripwire page, even a bridge page. That's what this would be here, where basically you are getting somebody's email address in exchange for some sort of a tangible item, preferably not a PDF, something tangible where they actually can consume that item. And then we're just going to keep going down the line. So we're going to have our sales video. We're going to have our sales page right here with an order form on it. So, okay, which one of these other objections might this take care of? Well, it might take care of all three. It might only take care of one. We don't know. But just what is going to make the most sense here? What is going to be the next logical item to sell to them? And again, what is going to be the thing that's going to enhance what we gave them in the first page here? What here can we put in there that will enhance it, make it better, make them get their wallet out of their pocket, and give you some money? And then again, the order bump, exactly the same thing. What is the next thing they need? We already scratched an itch. We already scratched 2 or 3 itches. What's the next thing that they absolutely need that itch has not been scratched yet? And then again, as we go along, everything has to have a reason to act now. Why do they have to act now? If they don't act now, they're not going to get this special offer. If they don't act now, they're not going to get 50% off. So again, I just wanted to come back in here a year later, kind of backfill on that, take what we learned inside of the OFA, take what we learned from Russell and Steven, and put it together a little bit more seamlessly to what my training is and what we're going to be going forward and seeing in the rest of the videos. So as always, I hope you enjoy the training. Always feel free to reach out if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next video.